The band and the color guard just took their place in the stands, and the energy seems pretty good here. They're relaxing, getting ready to go, and behind me we had the cheerleaders. They were practicing earlier, but I guess they've toned it down until game time. Not a lot of fans have arrived yet, but word in the street is the game is actually sold out, so we expect a huge crowd today. Earlier in the season, the first North versus South game, Nashua North won 14-13. It was a really close game. We were kind of slow in the beginning, but we kind of pulled it together. All right, actually, my other correspondent here today is Jennifer Hauser. She's on the north side of the field. Jenny, are you over there?
Hi, Lauren. Yes, I'm standing right in front of Titan territory, right in front of the cheerleaders. It seems everyone's getting ready to go. Here comes the mascot right now. We have a lot of posters over here. I can feel the tension between the two teams. It's really, really strong. We don't have the band yet, but it seems they're going to be coming over soon, too. How are things on your side, Lauren?
Things are really good. We have balloons, and I saw lots of fans and cheerleaders making posters. The school spirit here is it's overwhelming, and I just can't wait until the other students, the other fans, other friends, family get here. I mean, just looking at the teams getting ready, it's just incredible, and we're so lucky to have Stella Stadium here as the home of our Turkey Bowl every year. And I mean, the band is getting ready, and the band show at the halftime is always a great time. Always. And I don't know who's going to win. I mean, it's a good thing I didn't bet on this game because I would not know which way to go. Color guard is looking great. I saw them practicing earlier. Their halftime routine is always a treat. We have lots of great seniors on both sides. We have the fans are really what makes this. I mean, like the friends and family making posters, painting their faces. We actually have a few. Maybe we'll get a shot of them later. I'm so happy to be part of this. And wow, Jenny. So what do you think of the weather so far?
Well, the cheerleaders right now, they were just chanting. It was really good. Hi, you guys. As you know, as you just said, the last game was very close. We basically pulled it off in the last quarter, and I don't know. I think people are expecting the same thing. It's going to be a really rough game. It's also very cold here. We're all armed with blankets over here. Color guard is kind of huddled in a corner, and we're passing out blue and white beads to make sure everyone has their colors, and we have lots of spirit. Lauren?
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. And I'm really, really happy about the weather because, I mean, the downpours that were supposed to come, and I mean, last year, I don't know if you were there, but I remember lots of snow, nonstop, thick. It wasn't like the flurries. It was thick, wet sludge, and I couldn't make it to the end of the game last year. So I'm really excited. I mean, it's cold, but it's not as cold as it could be here in New England. So yeah, we have more people getting here, more balloons, more streamers, more posters. It's crazy. They're filing in by the minute. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm really glad about the weather, too. It was drizzling a little bit earlier, but now it's fine. No snow, thank goodness, although no snow yet this year. But it should be good this year.
That's great. Did you hear anything about the raffles? I know there's a 50-50 raffle going around. Are there any other pre-game activities that are going on that you know of?
No, I haven't heard about the raffle. A 50-50 raffle, those are pretty good, actually. People should definitely take advantage of that. But there's not many pregame activities going around here. Lots of sign making. People are just filtering in right now. It's pretty calm right now.
We have the band is just huddled in blankets too. They look kind of cold over there, but they have their hats on and their jackets. Oh, we have foam fingers. We have foam fingers here.
Foam fingers. Wow.
Yep. Yeah, it's the energy again. I really hope it picks up more because I mean, I love the school spirit. I mean, we have people that say they bleed purple. I mean, this is really intense.
Yeah, Lauren, I have to agree. School spirit is really important to the game. Without school spirit in the football game, I don't know. I don't think they'd be as big as they are.
The cheerleaders, on Tuesday at the pep rally, the Nashua North cheerleaders really stepped it up. They showed us their routine for competition and really high energy. I mean, I don't know how they do so many flips without falling over. I go crazy just doing a cartwheel. But I really hope that Nashua South, on our side, cheerleaders have the routine together and they're all set. I mean, I'm sure they do. I'd really like to see what they have for us on the sidelines and how they get the crowd all revved up.
Do you think it's going to be close?
Yeah, probably. They have a pretty close season. Looks like it might be close, yeah.
What do you think about the rivalry this year? Is it pretty strong?
Yeah, pretty strong. Definitely stronger than last year. It's getting bigger each year, I think.
Did you hear about what happened to the driveway?
No.
They painted our driveway.
With the Panther pins?
Yes, with the Panther pins.
That's just to scare us. It didn't work.
So as you can see, we have old alumni coming here. It's very big. Even the people that were here last year really care about what's going on. We have the band coming up behind me, well, on the other side of me right now. They're going to be passing by me soon. It's a very, very big band. They have on their costumes and their coats, and they look perfectly in step. It looks really good.
All right, and I'm Lauren Bearcroft here still at Stellos, and we're here with two fans. Guys, where are you guys from?
Nashua South. Nashua South.
All right, and what are your names?
Tim, Gilbert, Victor.
As soon as this goes
All right,
through,
now,
we have
who do you
to
guys
go
think is
around
gonna
and
win?
find someone else
South,
to interview,
definitely.
okay?
South, most sure.
Really? Is that because of the whole school
Follow
spirit
me,
thing,
yes.
or is there anything to that?
No, every time North wins the first game, we win the Turkey Bowl, so.
No, it's actually because we're better, so.
Oh, you better. What do you think of the bands? Which band halftime show do you think is gonna be
If
best?
they come to us, I'll talk about
I
the
go with
band.
South again, too.
Yeah, always South.
Really? I'm from North, so I'm gonna have to go with North there. But what do you guys think of how we won the first game? 14-13. It's kind of close, wasn't it?
Yeah, we played a good game, not going to
It was
lie,
a good
but
game, but it was like in the last minute, so today's gonna be different.
All right. Well, I hope so, but I really don't.
Right now, we're sitting with the Titan mascot. Wave to camera. And we have two alumni. When did you graduate?
Last year, 2006.
And what is your names?
Rebecca, and Sarah.
So, do you know what they did to the North driveway?
They painted paw prints on it. We drove by it twice.
Yeah, we have people walking by. I haven't seen the mascot yet, actually. I'm a little concerned. Has something happened to the Panther? I don't know. Maybe the Titan did something to get rid of him.
Actually, we have a Panther and a Titan here. We have Joe and Lydia. Joe, what are your feelings on the game today?
Let's go Titans! Woo! I love the Titans. I'm blue. I'm proud. Woo! That's how it goes.
And Lydia?
Okay.
I say go Panthers. We're going to rip Titans to shreds.
Wow, we seem to have some conflicting ideas. How do you feel about the last game? Were you there at the last game?
Nah, I missed it, but I know it was glorious because we brought it home. So, that's how it is.
Step on up.
We let them do what they want, and then we just kind of took it away from them at the last second.
Yes. We win. We should have won that game.
So you think that we stole it from you?
Oh, definitely. Titans stink. Go Panthers.
Hi, this is Lauren, again on the south side. Here I have a cheerleader, and what's your name?
Megan Navarni.
Megan Navarni. And how long have you been a Nashua South cheerleader?
This is my 4th year.
4th year. Oh, senior. Nice, me too. I go to North, so who do you think's gonna win this game? Honestly.
Honestly, I definitely have to say South.
Oh, I keep saying South. So what do you think of your routine this year? Have you seen North? I saw the pep rally. It was pretty good.
Yeah, they did really well in competition. We've done really well too, so hopefully basketball season will be just
The band?
Are you guys gonna be doing anything during halftime?
No, not today, but we'll be doing quarters and timeouts and things like that.
Great. And what is your strategy in getting the crowd all revved up? Do you just cheer and do jumps? I love watching you guys just jump around. I don't understand how you guys can do it.
Well, thank you. Yeah, definitely just be peppy, be loud, be happy, get the crowd into it.
Yep. Do I say that now?
Great. And do y'all have to wear ribbons?
Yep, it's a rule. Ribbons in the hair.
I've seen during the season when when you make a mistake you guys have to do push-ups?
Yeah, when you mess up, you have 10 push-ups, so
Wow.
yeah, it's hard.
All right. Well, thank you very much for spending time with me today, and good luck today.
Thank you.
Good luck to South.
Thanks.
All right. Jen, what about you? What do you have over there?
I think it's just starting right now, actually.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this being the final game of the season, we would like to introduce to you the seniors squad. Playing their final game here this morning. Representing Nashua North, seniors,
What do you want me to do? up in the stands by the South Bend. Is that okay? Okay. Go this way. Hello.
Benjamin Stewart, Kyle Twist, Daniel Rawls. How about a big hand for all of these Nashua North seniors? And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Nashua South Panthers graduating for this game. Jose Basara, Carl Bennett, David Callahan, Bo Kucher, Dominic Gerald, Timothy Hallowell, Captain Nick Hogan, Zachary Hopkins, Travis Jourdain, Captain Randy Leroy, Sean Paquin, Captain Paul Rogalski, Prescott Titus, Captain Greg Ox. How about a big hand for all of our Nashua South graduating seniors? Our national anthem this morning will be played by the Nashua High School South Marching Band. They'll be led by Director Tony Coronas. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all rise. Gentlemen, doff your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
really should have brought some.
Head linesman is Mike LaFawn, the line judge Phil McCarthy, and the back judge is Jim Prescher. So now the captains are moving out to the gridiron, center of the gridiron. Greg Ox, Nick Hogan, and Paul Rogalski for the Nashua High School Purple Panthers. And they are being joined out there by the captains from Nashua North, Matt Kelly, tackle. Also, number 4, Kendall Reyes. And they are now being introduced to the officials and each other. And they have just announced the 2 members of the Marine Corps who are there. Acting Superintendent Huddle has gone over to referee Staniels. He's got the calling. And the North, being the visitors, will get to make the call. And North has won the toss, so they'll have the option whether to receive or kick off. And I don't know, Mike, in a game like this, do you want the ball first or do you want to go out and hit somebody on defense?
I want to hit someone on defense, especially if I'm North. They have a great defense, a great linebacker and running back in John Leon Gosselin. I like to defend first, know I'm going to get the ball in the second half, make those adjustments for Coach Roby, because there are going to have to be some adjustments. For Nashua South, the quarterback, Bill Farrader, he is a big-time player to watch in this game.
All right, North has won. They'll receive. They'll defend the goal to our left, the right of your radio dial. And the Purple Panthers in their purple uniforms will be kicking off, defending the goal to our right. And we are just about set to get Turkey Bowl number 3 off and running here at Stella Stadium on WGAM 900 on your radio dial, and also Channel 99, the city's new educational channel. Mike and I are honored to be a part of their inaugural broadcast, and thank the city's new cable manager, Jim McLean, and the folks from the high school, Rick Fahrenkopf and Professor Pfeiffer, for their work, as well as the many students who were here early this morning.
Very early, earlier than me.
To get all the technical stuff down to be able to broadcast this game live to you in Nashua. We wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. And we are just moments away from getting this one off, and some hard hitting, I'm sure, will be coming this morning. And
might as well work up an appetite, Ed. These kids are going to eat a lot of turkey today. Might as well hit someone and make that turkey taste better. For the winning team, for the losing team, not going to taste as good this afternoon.
Danny Feehan will be teeing it up on his own 40-yard line to kick it away. The Titans in their white jerseys, blue trim, blue pants, and the Panthers all in purple with white trim. And you heard Scott Knight mention new jerseys this year, new purple jerseys, thanks to the efforts of the Booster Club who make it happen for these two schools.
Well, it's going to be an interesting game for South. You mentioned Bill Farrader, kind of a standout player, quarterback, a great athlete. And for North, Kendall Reyes, a guy to watch, and a young quarterback in Nick Guest. There's some playmakers in this game. What team makes more plays? We'll have to see.
All right, Reyes is back awaiting this kick. And he is joined back there by Anthony Marino. They come up. It's a short onside kick, and it's recovered loose, and it looks like Nashua's Purple Panthers have recovered at the 49-yard line of North. An onside kick caught Nashua by surprise, and recovering it for the Purple Panthers was number 17, Dominic Gerald. And so trick right off the bat.
Great call by Scott Knight, and North had a shot to get that ball right at midfield and could not cover it up, and Gerald was there to get it. So South goes right to the trickeration early, Ed. They're going to get the ball on the North 49, have a first down to start this game. A huge turn of events right here at kickoff.
Well, it bounced off one of the big linemen, and Purple, they were all clustered. They hadn't spread out and lined up like a normal kickoff team would do, and they just came running up to the ball, and Feehan hit it. It bounced off the big lineman, and now what the officials are talking.
Are we going to re-kick this football?
Yeah, they did not go 10 yards. So a big break here for the Titans. And the official coming over now to explain to Scott Knight.
Well, the minute it hits a North player, doesn't it sort of negate the 10 yards?
Yes, it was in play. And the North player was on this side of the 50. So break for the Titans. Wow.
So they're going to re-kick this one. And I would think that, I've seen it on an onside kick, Ed, where if the kicking team recovers it without someone touching it before 10 yards, you've got some issues. But usually when it hits off a player like that, it should have been south ball, but they're going to re-kick. And now, as you see on the field, North is going to defend against that. They have 10 players up within about 15 yards of this kickoff. Only one player back for North to return the long kick. So we'll see if Scott Knight tries to roll the dice again here.
Nick Lukwe is the only single safety back inside his own 10. And now Reyes is going to come join him. And they're saying, let's make sure we don't have too many players out on the field now. Reyes is standing up at about his own 30. And again, they come out of the pack, and again, it's an onside kick, rolling. And Lukwe is going to pick it up at his own 18, 20, 25, breaks to the outside, still on his feet, 30. And he's knocked out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Coming in to make the stop for the Purple Panthers was number 47, and that was Travis Jourdain. So he's marked at the 34. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans.
We go from South having the football in midfield on the onside kick to now North having some pretty good field position. 1st and 10 at their own 34, and a chance to watch this running attack of Kendall Reyes, John Leon Gosselin, and Anthony Marino. The young quarterback, Nick Guest, will be under center.
Kenny Busher, the center. Nick Guest, quarterback. Calling signals, has a slot left formation. In motion now is Marino. And a pitch out goes to Marino. A little flare pass on the side. Marino turns up across the 35, up to about the 37-yard line before he is brought down by Bill Ferreter. Pickup of about 3, call it a 2nd down and along 7.
A bubble screen left there to Marino, the former quarterback of this team, was plugged in when Casey Hobson transferring out to California and made a nice catch. Game 3, it'll be a 2nd and 7 for North.
Coming wide to the right side now, it is Guy Pederzani. In the slot right, Reyes. And now we have movement, and one of the Nashua South linemen is in there, Nick Hogan. And we'll see, was he drawn offside?
Looked like Danny Morse moved a little bit early there, so it's going to back up North 5 yards, make it a long 2nd down.
2nd and 12 now. The ball back to the 32-yard line. First quarter just underway. No score here at Stella Stadium. North and South Turkey Bowl 3. Busher out over the ball. Again, Pederzani comes wide to the right side. Slot right, Reyes. Lone running back behind Guest. Motion now, and the handoff goes to the man who went in motion, and that is Marino coming off the wing. He gets up to about the 35-yard line, and he is brought down there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down now, and about 8. 3rd and 8.
Long 7 or 8 there, and Marino gains back the yards on the penalty, and he's now had a reception early and a 4 or 5 yard run up the middle. Anthony Marino, a big part of the North offense so far.
So we'll see what the Panthers do. Guest is 1 for 1 with his little flare pass earlier. Filano is the lone running back. As they're in the Guest calling signals. In motion now, Marino. Handoff goes to the fullback, Filano. And he gets up to about the 40-yard line. He'll be short of a 1st down. He was brought down by Ryan Morse, and it'll bring up a 4th down in the first punt of the morning.
North content to run the football there, Ed, and not turn it over. They'll punt and try to win the field position game. These teams are very evenly matched. Field position going to be a big part all morning, and so Jason Roby and North want to try to take that advantage early, try to pin South back.
Single safety back for the South, awaiting the punt. It's a high snap from center. It's blocked! It is blocked! And it is recovered by the Titans, but it'll be the North's ball at the 22-yard line. Big number 71 coming in there. Nick Hogan, the co-captain, to make the block.
Big play there. Special teams, Ed, and North trying to get the punt off, pin South back, and South coming up with a huge play here. That's 2 big special teams plays already. The onside kick that went for naught, and now a block punt. South's going to get it 1st and 10 at the North 22, and Bill Ferreter, quarterback, watch out. They will spread the ball around early and often in this passing attack.
Out of the shotgun, spread 1st and 10 at the 22, motion. And now we have a whistle and flag on the play. That would lead me to believe it was a dead ball, legal procedure against the South Panthers, so that'll be a 5-yard mark-off. Oh, now they're saying it's against North. The official gave the illegal procedure call. Now he changes it to offside North, so they pick up 5 yards without even running the ball.
There you go. That's kind of early on it's been for this Nashua South team. They get the block punt, now a free 5 yards, and Bill Ferreter with the spread formation, 4 wides and a running back. He can run it or throw it out of this set.
David Zacco, the lone running back. Drummond in motion, and the handoff goes to Drummond. Drummond cuts inside the 15, down to about the 10-yard line, and he will have a 1st down. Coming in to make the stop was number 24, John Groff, for the Titans, but it will be a 1st down. And now, yes, they thought about measuring, but they said no, 1st and 10. And the ball is outside the 10-yard line at the 11, so they could pick up a 1st down if they had to. Double slot formation. Arnaco, the lone running back with Ferreter. Handoff goes to Zacco. Zacco breaks to the outside, trying to turn the corner at the 10. He does. He's down inside the 5 and out of bounds at about the 4-yard line.
And Kendall Reyes chased him out there, but a good run by Zacco. Looked like that right end was going to be shut off. He got outside and made a positive gain out of it. This guy has gotten better as the season's gone on, and you see right there, he's a very good straight-up runner.
Well, the Titans tried to stretch it out, but he was able to turn that corner, and he is got it's a second down and 2 for a first down, 4 for a touchdown. As South knocking on the door early here with 9:09 to go, no score first quarter. Ferrida fakes the pass, he's on the keeper, he turns the corner, touchdown! Bill Ferrida goes in from 4 yards out at 9:04 of the first quarter, and it is a 6-0 South lead.
He's a weapon, Ed. He can be used in the passing attack, he can throw it, he can run, and that time Scott Knight called the quarterback's number. Ferrida went right, untouched into the end zone. And a very good start here for South. They get the block punt, they get the penalty, and now they get in for a touchdown. Bill Ferrida from a couple of yards out.
All right, waiting to kick the extra point for South is number 96, Cam DeSeca, and it is no good. They come back upfield, 6-0. We'll be back to Stella Stadium after this time. This time it's a long end-over-end kick, and it is taken by number 2 for the Titans, and that is Lequier.
Great right now for the Nashua North Titans. They had a blocked punt earlier, and now the penalty is going to back them up. It was at the 22. We'll see where they start this drive, but certainly Jason Roby hoping for a better start during this Turkey Bowl 3.
The only break they got, Mike, was the opening onside kick, which was recovered by South, and they ruled it hadn't gone long enough, so they had to kick it over. Now there'll be a mark-off. They say the infraction occurred at the 25. They'll mark it off all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Yeah. And it'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the North Titans, trailing 6-0 with 8:55 remaining here in the first period at Stella Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, 2006. Pedisarni is wide to the left side, Reyes in the slot. Guest under the center calling signals, gives it to the first man through. That's John Leon Gosselin, and he is pounded all the way back to about the 10-yard line, a loss of about 4 in the play. They'll give him his forward progress to the line of scrimmage, and that was generous.
That was very generous, and Scott Knight knows that Jason Roby wants to run the football. He's got the running backs to do so, and Marino and Reyes and Gosselin. And South is putting a lot of guys up there in the box to force North to throw the football to win. And Nick Guest, I think at some point, is going to have to make a play downfield if North is going to move this football.
2nd and 10. Slot right formation. Guest under the center calling signals. Marino goes in motion. Long count. Handoff to Marino. No. Play action. Back to pass, and he gets away from one player. Gets a nice block. Rolling out to the left side. Finds Reyes downfield. Just tipped away by number 3 for the Purple Panthers, Ryan Donato. Breaks it up, and a nice block was thrown in there by Gosselin. He picked off the hard-charging Nick Hogan, who was going after the quarterback. And now we have, it's just like being down in Foxborough, playing overhead, advertising. Unbelievable.
Well, that was
I guess the game is the game.
I guess so. That's the play there, Ed. But you mentioned the play by Di Donato. He knocked that football away. Reyes was open in the flat. A good job to make that play and knock away what would have been a big gainer for North.
3rd and 10. Slot right formation. Back to pass, no. Drop play, hands it off to Marino. Marino up across the 25, 30, breaks to the outside 35. Still on his feet, out of bounds, across the 40-yard line. First down. Nice run by Anthony Marino.
And what a good play call that time by Jason Roby. A clear passing set there, Ed. They go to the draw. Marino busted up the middle, broke a tackle, and gets all the way out to the 43-yard line. He has been a big part of the North offense so far.
So North showing some life here as a big third down play. They pick up their initial first down of the morning. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Pederzani wide to the right side. Reyes in the slot. Marino slot to the left. Gosselin, the lone running back behind Guest on 1st and 10. Now Reyes goes in motion. Handoff goes to Gosselin. He's up across midfield, still on his feet. Loose ball recovered by the Purple Panthers. Gosselin had gotten the first down up to the 45-yard line, but then he fumbled the ball. And coming up with it for the Purple Panthers was Billy Ferreter. And so, again, a break for the Panthers.
He never had control of that football, Ed, and by the time he was hit, the ball was almost pinned to his back. He was trying to hold on to it, and he could not do it. And, finally moving the ball downfield, Gosselin, as you said, had the first down, couldn't hold on. Another big play by the Panthers here early.
So 1st and 10 now for the Panthers at the 47-yard line, their own 47. They lead 6-0. Ferreter brings him up again. Zacco, the lone running back. And this time it's a quarterback option by Ferreter. Pitches it to Zacco, turns the corner. He's up across the 50, up across the 45, and knocked out of bounds by Nick Luquier. And it is going to be a 2nd down and about 2. Nice run on the option by Zacco. Pretty good crowd here this morning. The visitor stands across the way, all but full. And probably about 2 deep in some areas around the fenced-in portion of the field. And the home stand also pretty full. So good turnout as the weather is cooperating so far. On 2nd down, the handoff goes to the fullback, and that's Ramirez. And Ramirez gets across the 45 to the 44, pickup of less than a yard, so it'll be a 3rd down and 2 for the Panthers. With 6:20 to go here in the first quarter, the Panthers leading 6-0.
And not too early to say this is a big 3rd down for this National North defense. Need to put South into a punting situation and get that football back.
Slot right formation, now in motion. It is Drummond. And the handoff goes to Zacco. Zacco is close. We'll see where they mark it. Coming in to make a good stick there for the Titans was Ken Bushy. We'll see where they mark it.
Oh, they look short here, Ed. By half a yard at least. And let's see, this is a situation. You got a quarterback like Ferreter. He's big, he's tall, he's athletic. Quarterback sneaks the call here.
Well, Scott Knight just spoke to Ferreter, who was over by the sideline. He goes back in, and Nashua going to go for it
big
here
4th
on
down
4th
here.
And inches. Slot right formation. Almost got the Titans, and they do. They got the Titans to jump. The nose guard for the Titans, number 54, Sean Reed, entered the neutral zone, and so they get it without the benefit of a play. They mark it down to the 38-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 Panthers.
Yep, and a good job there by South and Bill Ferreter. The quick cadence, they get North to jump, and as you said, a free first down. Don't even have to run a play and risk not getting it.
That's their 2nd first down of the morning. Double slot formation. Ferreter all alone in the backfield now. In motion. It is Zacco, and they give it to Zacco. Zacco hits the line of scrimmage, gets away from one man. Now he is stacked up and dropped, and leading the charge was number 54, Sean Reed, for the Nashua North Titans. Pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8. 2nd and 8.
And Zacco that time evaded the first hit, and then the North defense pounced on him. But this is a kid who can bounce off a hit or two, and a young player for this team. He's one to watch with this South Purple Panthers.
Ux is wide to the right side. Fian wide left. Zacco, the lone running back, in motion now. Drummond, and the handoff goes to Drummond. Coming off the wing, tries to get a block, gets a nice block, turns the corner. He's down inside the 30 and knocked out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. and that's good for a first down. Nice block on the corner by Paul Rogalski. The big tackle kicked his man in, and that allowed him to turn the corner and pick up the first down.
And Kendall Reyes reached out with a hand but could not make the play. Drummond gets outside, gets the first down, and South once again, they'll like they 3rd and inches here, did not get the first down, but they're inside the 30, and South driving for the second time here in the first quarter.
Well, he didn't get a very good spot on that one, but they got one earlier, so I guess it all balances out. 3rd and inches. South on the move once again. Ferreter calling signals. Ferreter on the quarterback keeper, goes right up the middle, gets down to about the 25-yard line, and that'll be good for a first down. Coming in to make the stop was Bushy for the Titans. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the Titan 25-yard line.
Great push by that Nashua South offensive line. Ferreter easily got that first down and once again driving. And that North defense, their challenge is to try to recognize, does Ferreter keep the football? Is he handing off or throwing? He can do all three, and the South offense right now looks very dynamic. North having a hard time slowing it down.
Ferreter was determined there. He had Zacco, and he actually beat Zacco to the hole. Zacco was supposed to be his lead blocker, and he actually beat him to the hole on that. Now on first down, he's back to pass. Rolling to his left, looking. Now he's coming back to the right side, gets a block, turns it upfield. He's down to the 20 and down there. Nice bit of scrambling in there by Ferreter. And he gets down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a 2nd down and 5.
It was Reyes and Filino on the tackle, and that time Ferreter dropped back to pass, held the football out there like a loaf of bread, and was able to cut back and get some yardage, but was looking towards the end zone. North had that pass play defended pretty well.
Yes, I'm sure Scott Knight not too happy the way he was holding on to that football.
Well, we've already seen a fumble in this game, and Scott Knight's going to remind his kids that turnovers are probably going to decide this thing.
Again, the spread formation. Zacco, the lone running back with Ferreter, calling signals. Ferreter fakes the handoff, keeps it right up the middle, and he gets down to about the 18-yard line before he is stacked up. And Sergi Filino again in on the stop for the Titans. It'll bring up a 3rd down now and 3 as the Panthers threatening again with 2:10 to go here in the first quarter. They lead 6-0.
Yeah, Filino and Reyes in on the tackle again. They've really been all over the field defensively for North, but another 3rd down that they have to try to make a play here defensively, and it's going to revolve around trying to stop Bill Ferreter.
Ferreter calling signals. Ferreter coming to his left. The option, pitches it to Zacco. Zacco turns the corner. He's at the 15, still on his feet. The 10, the 5, and out of bounds inside the 5-yard line down to the 1. Nice option play. Reyes makes the touchdown-saving tackle at the 1. But it'll be 1st and goal now for the Panthers, knocking on the door once again here in the first quarter.
The option from Ferreter, he looked left, a man came up to defend, he pitched it outside. A great run that time by Zacco to stay down the sideline and get inside the 1-yard line. And Guy Pedrozzani had a shot to get Zacco in the backfield for a negative play. Couldn't make it because Zacco's so elusive as a running back.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield, and now we have a whistle and offside or motion penalty. It's going to be against the Panthers, legal procedure, so that'll back them up 5 yards.
Well, it'll be a Nashua North timeout here with 1:40 to play here first quarter, and what we've seen so far is a South offense that can run the football. They've tried to throw it a little bit, but Bill Ferreter, Zacco, Drummond in this backfield, very talented group for Scott Knight, and they're all young. That's a scary part for a Division I team, a scary part for Jason Roby. These guys are all back next year, and they're young, and they're getting better. We've seen it already this season.
Well, the timeout has been called by the Panthers now. They want to make sure they get this right and figure it out.
There's a big chance here for South to get up early, 13-14-0. And as we said, Nashua North is comfortable running the football, Ed. I'm not sure if they want to get into a passing attack. And if they fall down here by a couple of scores, Nick Guest's going to be forced to throw it to Petrosani and some of the other receivers on this team. They're much more comfortable running it with Marino, Goslin, and Kendall Reyes when he's in there.
1:40 to go, 6-0. Panthers knocking on the door again. And again, a missed signal by the referee who indicated it was against the Panthers. It was encroachment against the Titans, so it again will be 1st and goal from the half-foot line this time. Onto the center, calling signals. Handoff goes to number 26, and he's in for the score, and that was Zach Hopkins, a senior running back. It goes in from a yard out, and it's 12-0 with 1:38 to go here in the first quarter.
Nice to see a senior score on this Turkey Bowl game, his final game here with the Panthers. He gets in untouched, and so many weapons out of that backfield for South. North really going to have to regroup here and put together a big drive when they get the football.
Now they'll go for 2, having missed their
first
first
extra point. Try to make up that extra point.
And is Farrader on the keeper, puts his head down, and he is wrapped up and stopped short as number 54 is there to stop him. That's Sean Reed.
Big play.
And the two teams. Now they say he's in.
He got in. Sean Reed could not wrap him up, and Farrader, the athlete that he is, he kept going, and he was never down. He gets in. The 2-point conversion is good for Farrader. 1:38 to play. 14-0 Nashua South.
And we'll be back to Stellus after this timeout.
Is that one of our best friends can be very close?
Backs for the Titans, takes it, and he is knocked out of bounds just at about the 40-41 yard line, and that's where the Titans will take over. 1st and 10. They trail 14-0 with 1 minute and 32 seconds to go here in the first quarter. In the Turkey Bowl in Manchester in the first quarter, the Little Green of Central losing to Manchester West 7-0.
Yeah, so West on top there early, and a big rivalry in Manchester. Big rivalry here in Nashua. North trailing by 2 touchdowns, gets great field position just outside the 41-yard line.
Guest brings him up, has the wing to the left, and the handoff goes to the second man through, and it's Anthony Moreno. Moreno fighting his way up to about the 43-yard line, and that's how he stacked up a whole host of purple jerseys. And the man on the banner was Mike Lefevre.
Yeah, they ran over that right side. Nothing there, just a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 for this North team. Marino has been a big part of the offense so far. Gosselin had a big carry, but fumbled it out near midfield. They can't turn the ball over this possession, and have to establish something on the ground.
Definitely a critical possession for the Titans, or this one's going to get out of hand real early. Guest calling signals, 2nd and 8, long count, and the handoff goes to the fullback, John Leon Gosselin, and Gosselin gets up across the 35 to about the 48-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3.
Looks like North wants to run to that right side today over their big guys up front there, and that's on Gosselin. Found a hole, give him 5, and be 3rd and a long 2 here, and a key 3rd down, as you said. North needs to establish the football a little bit here, needs to get some clock and keep that South offense off the field.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter as we're inside 20 seconds. Clock running. Guest, 3rd and 3. Calling signals, hands it to the second man through, and that is Anthony Marino. Marino gets up across midfield. The ball is fumbled, and the indication is that the Panthers may have recovered. We'll see. They umpire, and the players are giving that indication. No official does. So another fumble by the Titans, and North has recovered at the red 48-yard line as the scoreboard clock stops with 4.2 tenths of a second. And this is probably going to be a first quarter that the Titan Brain Trust is going to want to forget.
2 fumbles, and they had a punt blocked in this quarter. This can't be keeping that Jason Roby coaching staff very happy over there. They're going to have to reevaluate a little bit at this point, but, I mean, how do you account for 2 fumbles by running backs that are pretty sure-handed in Gosselin and Marino? He looked to have the first down, couldn't get there, and then fumbled the football. South has it once again.
Farida brings him up on 1st and 10, his own 48, gives it to the man coming off the wing, Drummond, gets nailed, dropped right on the spot, Kendall Ross, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. It's the Purple Panthers 14, the North Titans nothing. We'll be back to Stollis after this timeout.
I feel like we need to kick some South butt because Titans rule. It's cooler up north, straight up.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely cooler up north.
at Silo Stadium, the 2006 Nashua High Turkey Bowl. Eddie, how are you doing today?
Not bad, thank you for asking.
Good, and I know you go to South, but who do you think's going to win this thing, really?
Well, right now it is looking like South is going to win, but there's still 10 minutes and 15 seconds left to the second quarter, and 2 other quarters, so a lot can happen.
Yeah, right now the score is 21 South, North 0. All right, well, let's go to the game, okay?
All right, it's Ferreter on the keeper. He's up across the 35, up across the 40, and another first down to the 43-yard line before Luc Ouillet comes in to make the stop, along with Sergei Villanov, but another Panther first down.
And another big gainer up the middle for Bill Ferreter and this South offense. They're getting really whatever they want, and that's why the interception was so key. The one time South has made a mistake offensively in this game, North could not take advantage of the flutter ball and two defenders colliding, dropping the interception, and South driving once again under 3 minutes to play here in the first half.
Well, we'll see if the Titan defense can keep them out of the end zone, having just gotten a score. And on the option, the pitch back goes to Zacco. He's across midfield, down inside the 40, and knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
See a flag down on the play.
Guy Pederzani's the man that knocked him out, but there's a flag back up at about the 42-yard line. The officials are conferring, and Reyes kind of indicates that it's going against the Panthers as he points down the other way, and now the ball is coming back and a holding call. So a break there for the Titans.
Well, the holding call aside, again, what a gorgeous play on the option that time. Ferreter pitched it at a great spot. Zacco had that sideline. It'll be brought back, but another weapon in this South offense is the option. They can do a lot of things with the personnel they have, and they're executing almost flawlessly here in these first 2 quarters.
So that puts it back at the 47-yard line. It'll be a first down and about 6 for the Panthers. Stops the clock with 2.5 minutes. 21-6. Panthers leading here in the first half. Double slot right. Ferreter calling signals back to pass. And he slips and falls, gets away, and now he's going to get across midfield, across the 45, still on his feet, out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and he took a play that could have been trouble and turns it into a first down.
Again, we talk about all the bounces going South's way in this first half. Ferreter's knee was probably an inch from going down and it being a 7 or 8 yard loss, but he stays up, he breaks some tackles, and gets down the sideline. Another first down for South inside the North 40, 38-yard line, and they continue to make every single play offensively, and they make their own luck with the plays they're making.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the Titans' 38-yard line. In motion now is Drummond, and they hand it off to the motion man. He gets blocked, tries to turn the corner, but Reyes does a good job. Of fighting off Zacco, who tried to kick him out so that they could cut inside, and he fought off the block, got some help, and they get really no gain, so solid 2nd down and 10.
So a good defensive play that time by Reyes. They went to Drummond. He couldn't turn the corner, and it'll be a negative play for that South offense. And a big defensive set here for North. They would love to keep it 21-6 going into this halftime.
Lone man in the backfield is Zacco with Ferreter. Now he's joined in there, fakes the handoff, steps up, still running with it. Now he breaks to the outside 35. Still on his feet to 30, cuts up inside the 25 and down to the 22-yard line, first down. And the way he carries that football, Mike, it's like one-handed.
And he is such a good athlete.
He really is.
It's been great to watch him emerge, and I know he's a multi-sport guy here for Nashua South. I know he's played some baseball, some basketball as well, but you can just tell he's a pure athlete, Ed, and he looks like he's dead for rights in the backfield and cuts it up and just makes big plays out of nothing. And North has no answer for Bill Ferreter at this point.
1st and 10 at the 23. And again, Ferreter rolling with it. This time a little shovel pass underneath to Drummond, and there's a scramble for it.
I think they call it incomplete.
And they do. An incompleted pass. Coming up with it anyway is the purple jersey number 60, and that is Sean McLaughlin, a sophomore. But it goes for naught. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock with 1:09 remaining here in the first half. 21-6, South leading.
We've seen it all so far. I mean, Bill Ferreter has thrown the football. He's run it. They've run the option. They've run the keeper. You saw just the shovel pass there. A deep playbook offensively for Scott Knight.
2nd down and 10. Ferreter calling signals. Ferreter rolling to his right, looking to run the option. Fakes the pitch. Cuts up inside the 20. Down inside the 15. The ball is loose, and it's recovered by the Titans at the 8-yard line.
I think they're going to say he was down, and the ground caused the fumble. And it popped up when he hit the ground that time. And again, South has gotten every single bounce. They say he was down. The fumble does not count. It'll be a 3rd and short coming up for this South offense. But they are getting every bounce, every call, every spot in this first half.
Well, you make your own breaks, but certainly they have had the bounce going their way. You've got that right, Mike. And they have now taken a timeout because they want to discuss what they're going to do. It's going to be a third down.
51 seconds left here in the first half.
2. And they're knocking on the door once again. And to start the second half, they will receive. So we'll see what they come up with now. Scott Knight has them huddled around just in front of the Nashua bench. And, before the game, too, they also had a presentation from Father Odie, representing the Pastoral Care Center of the Penny Pickers. Both of these ball clubs go out and they pick pennies. And they presented the award to the team that picked the most. And over 4 million pennies, $42,000.
Wow.
The Purple Panthers won the plaque this year. And that's part of the community service these kids give back. As members of the football team, they go out and they work in the community for projects such as that. And so congratulations to South for $42,000 for pastoral care here in Nashua.
That's a wonderful story, Ed, and what a great community service project to take part in around this holiday. It's wonderful.
All right, it is a 3rd and 2. Ferreter calling signals, and he hands it off. And double reverse. Hand off to Drummond. Gets a block from Ferreter. Cuts up inside.
Nice play by Reyes.
And he doesn't make it as Kendall Reyes takes him down at the 15-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th and 1. The clock running. No timeouts left for either team. And now they're saying Nashua does have a timeout. The scoreboard was wrong.
You were looking at, Ed. I saw no timeouts as well. And South calls a timeout with 35.1 on the clock. Each team now with 1 timeout remaining. We appreciate Tom King and everyone else here helping us out with that. So 35 seconds. What do? You kick the field goal? You go for it, Ed? What's the play call here for Scott Knight?
Knowing that they have 1 timeout left, my guess will be they may do something on the ground, and with Ferreter, you'll never can tell what's going to happen.
They've made every play the correct play so far. So whatever Scott Knight calls here, I'm good with it. He's been a great play caller here in this first half, and on the other side of it, South has executed it very well. And like you said, Bill Ferreter, there is no stopping him right now. Kendall Reyes defensively has made a lot of good plays for North, but Ferreter is just making the plays that have moved South up and down this football field in the first half.
All right. They are going to go for it on 4th and 1.
Why not?
Ferreter calling signals. And a little motion, Ramirez, the fullback, started to go forward after going in motion to his left, and so now they'll mark off 5, and we'll see as the offensive coordinator steps out on the field now for South and talks to Ferreter. See if they go with the same play or what. It's now going to be 4th down and about 7 yards for first down. And 20 for a touchdown.
The play that's worked so well is just get Ferreter or Zacco the ball up the middle of this North defense, and by going 4 and 5 wide receivers, you're giving your running backs some room to run up the middle, and if it's there, that's the play here.
Again, the spread formation. Lone running back is Zacco, back to pass. Ferreter pumps once, looking to his left, looking, fires it in the corner of the end zone, and it is incomplete. A nice defensive job done by number 30 for the Titans, Sean Coughlin, breaking up the pass intended for Josh Drummond. And so the Titans thwart the threat. They'll take over with 28.1 seconds remaining, trailing 21-6.
Yeah, and you're down by a couple of scores here, and your big play has been that 70-yard pass play from Guest to Odin. You wonder if, maybe Jason Roby takes a few shots at getting downfield, or you take a knee, contend, trailing 21-6 going into the break.
We'll see what Mr. Guest and company will do as they come up. Ken Busher, the center, out over the ball. Guest steps up under a slot left formation. Reyes now in motion. Guest dropping back to pass. Looking, fires it out, and incomplete. Intended for Anthony Marino. And that stops the clock with 24 seconds.
And in that, the play call there, the pass pattern, Odin again was making a deep seam run down the middle. And, he's a guy who can break free a little bit in this offense for North. I just don't know if there's enough time left and if you want to risk it at this point. So a safe passing play there, and maybe you take a knee at this point. We'll see.
2nd down and 10. Guest brings him up. Reyes is in the slot to the left. Long count. Pitch back goes to number 3.
That's Oden again.
Oden tries to turn the corner, gets up across the 25, up to about the 28, 29-yard line. And now the Titans will expend their final timeout.
13.2 seconds left. Oden has touched the ball twice in this game, a 72-yard touchdown reception, and then an 8-yard gain there. So he's been a part of their offense and been part of their bigger plays here in this first half.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll be talking to Acting Superintendent of Schools Chris Huddle and Tom King of the Telegraph. To start the second half, the Panthers will be receiving. They have a commanding 21-6 lead, and as we have said repeatedly, they have gotten everything but winning the toss of the coin.
That was it.
So far this
morning.
morning.
That looks good right now because they're going to get the ball to start the second half. So they're doing everything right so far. They spread Oden out wide here right and see if they try to go down that sideline to him.
Guest under the center calling signals. Now he checks. Had to wait for Al Neville, the defensive coach, to get off the field. They fake the pass, and the handoff goes to Luquier, and he gets up across the 30 to the 33, 34, 35-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. It'll be good for a first down. We'll stop the clock till they set the chains, and now we'll see if they get a play off. 6 seconds.
Clock not running. Now it does. 5 seconds, 4 seconds.
Guest now just
the football
spikes the football. So maybe Jason
Hail Mary
Roby wants to give it another ride.
Trickeration, we'll see.
They're actually 7 yards closer than their 72-yarder from this point, so maybe he wants to see if they can get one more, which would definitely be a morale booster going in.
Oh, this would be huge to get any sort of score here. I think by getting that score and then stopping South, they've got a little bit of momentum back, and they're going to have a big second half ahead of them.
Yes, steps up in the pocket, fires it out there. The man is there, and it is picked off and intercepted. Zacco intercepts at the 42-yard line, and that'll do it. So at the end of the first half of play here at Stellos, the Panthers of South 21, the Titans of North 6. We'll be back to Stellos Stadium after this timeout.
I think South might win it this time. They want it more. Well, how do you feel about the cheerleaders on this side? I don't know. I'm not a fan of cheerleaders, actually. So you're not a fan of yours either? Well, South is good because they're South. But well, how do you feel about this rain? I hope it doesn't come down hard, but whatever happens, happens. So, okay, Lauren, how are things on your side of the field looking?
Things are looking pretty good. I guess that pretty much concludes the first half of the game. The score is Nashua High South Panthers 21 and Nashua North Titans 6. I think it's not really a close game, but I think it definitely could be. Taking the field right now is the Nashua High North Color Garden Band. Their theme this year is the Beach Boys. So they have beach balls and they have dance solos and it looks really good. I've seen it at a few games. The drum majors this year are Seth Bailey and Megan Michaud. They're both very good. Both been involved in band for 4 years now. Yeah, all right, so I guess they're taking the field now. All right, let's see what they have for us.
The color guard choreographer is Danielle and physical coordinator is Sammy Benefield. The color guard captain, Krista Fernandez. The Nashua North Titans drum majors are Megan Michaud and Seth Bailey. Seniors, now please give us a wave of your hand as I announce your name. Christopher Hernandez, the color guard captain. Danielle Mayo, the choreographer. Megan Mitchell, Sammy Benefield. Kaylee Crockett. Oscar Goulet. Adam Nickerson. Aaron Rutherford. Brian Week. Nina Barsoyan. Alicia Brown. Andrew Smith. Mike Bellamo. Katie Dane. And Paul Wheelie. These talented members that you see on the field they want to dedicate this performance to Mrs. Mateki, who unfortunately can't be here today, and wish her and her family a very happy Thanksgiving. The marching band and color guard will be performing the Beach Boys, which includes the following: I Get Around, In My Room, Help Me Rhonda, Fun. Sit back now, folks, and relax as we take you back to the 60s. Beach Boys.
in color guard. Great job performing to the theme of the Beach Boys. Next up we have Nashua South in color guard, and they'll be in this year's The Incredibles. I haven't seen those yet, but I'm really looking forward to it.
It looks like the South is probably going to be just as good. Lauren, how's it look next, right over by you? Okay, so they're just lining up right now. It's very loud. Everyone seems really revved up from the game because it's not very close at the moment, but it's just beginning and everybody's very excited.
Nashua South Purple Panther Marching Band and Color Guard would like to recognize their senior members on their final performance and thank them for their dedication and service. Seniors, please step forward and give us a wave as I introduce you. Steve Abadili, Heather Breezy, Tamika Brinson, Gina Davis, Brittany Brazell,
go grab camera 4 spare battery.
Bolton, Manny Herrera, Wayne Martin, Brad Parrott, Marvin Perez, Nicole Pichet, Erica Robinson, Elizabeth Sanborn, Abigail Seminole, and Justin Weiner. The band's field show today will feature music from the movie The Incredibles. We know that you will enjoy the performance. Now, please give a warm welcome to the Nashua High School South Purple Panther Marching Band and Color Guard. breakfast and the Turkey Bowl for the
I'm not getting any good shots because you're all facing the main stand.
Kevin Fernando for Gay City 3 service was high hitter. The ball set to the end. And using two of the tickets and with the others, he said, high school sports will be oldest and closest fans that will bring them up to the press box as my guest to walk the cancel the Thanksgiving Day series. Well, so each of those Dunkin' Donuts and West Hollis Street donated the breakfast food. Well, we're curious who we're going to find as the oldest and closest fans here at the stadium at halftime.
What are you going up for the oldest?
Bringing further education programs, not only from the Nashua Public Schools, but for all the schools, public and private, secondary and post-secondary here in Nashua as things move forward.
Well, I already think they've done a nice job, Ed, because they've kept cameras away from you and I, which is a very smart move.
Yes, we have faces for radio.
Yeah, we certainly do. And keep the action on the field on camera, please. Keep them away from us. It's already, you can tell they're savvy veterans already.
Well, and this is a great experience for these students to have an opportunity to produce and be part of a live television broadcast, especially, that would look good on their college applications.
Oh, no kidding.
For those who want to go into that field. And, that's just one of the great programs that the two high schools make available to the student body. Many of the tech ed programs, from the culinary arts right down to the new television programming, just great programs, and they are to be commended for their efforts here today.
And we've had some great interns from both Nashua North and Nashua South High School as well at the radio station. These kids come in and they ask a lot of questions, and it works out very well. They get that experience, as you said, so important in that line of work. TV, radio experience, speaks louder in some cases than do grades. They want to see that you make an effort and you're trying to learn all you can when you're still a student.
The Panthers will be defending the goal to our left, the right of your radio dial to get things started, receiving, and the Titans will go the other way, kicking off.
Ed, it's raining, and also you look at the flags at the top of the goalpost. Those have picked up as well. It's going to be very breezy here in the second half, so you wonder if North is going to get back into it. They thought maybe at halftime we'll throw the ball more with Nick Guest, get it down to our guys, Odin and Pedrizzani. They have trouble throwing the football a little bit. The wind is picked up here at Stella Stadium, and the rain is coming down.
Well, the other thing, too, we had, 3 fumbles there in that first half when it was a dry playing surface.
Yeah.
So you have to wonder how that'll come into it. We see the respective ball boys on each of the sidelines now with bags of balls and towels to try to keep a dry pigskin out there.
It's going to be tough, and Nashua South, I think the storyline for them here in the second half, Ed, if they're looking to win this third edition of the Turkey Bowl, Nashua North and Nashua South, continue to do what you did in the first half. Their offense was stellar. They got a ton of yards on the ground. Ferreter and Zacco are a great 1-2 punch. For Nashua North, you cannot turn the football over like you did in the first half, and you're going to have to get another big play from Nick Guest in that passing game, and you're going to have to try to slow down Bill Ferreter and David Zacco. A tall task for Jason Roby and the Titans.
Murillo Beretta tees it up on his own 40-yard line.
Kid's got a great leg, by the way. That kickoff he had in the first half was a monster.
Dave Zacco is back deep, along with Josh Drummond for the Panthers. And we're just about set to get the second half underway here at Stella Stadium. It's a high end-over-end kick, and Drummond is going to take it at his own 11. 15, 20, 25, up to shoot, up across the 30, 31-yard line. Coming in to make the stop for the Titans was Sergei Filino. And that's where the Purple Panthers will take over 1st and 10. They mark it at the 29-yard line. We're just underway here in the third quarter.
Filino was in on a ton of tackles in the first half. You're going to hear his name a lot, going to hear Gosselin, going to hear Reyes. If North is going to make some stops here in the second half, it starts with this possession. South football, 1st and 10, their own 29-yard line.
They come up. They go with the double slot formation. Lone running back with Ferreter is Zacco. In motion now, it is Ramirez, and the handoff goes to Ramirez, and he fights to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. As wrapping him up was Sean Reed from his defensive lineman position, and no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
And you saw Sean Reed there show a little bit of emotion. He jumped up, he celebrated with some of the other Titans, and that may be something North needs here at step up on defense. Get a little emotional here in the second half.
2nd down and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Ferreter gives it to the first man with him, and that's Zacco. And Zacco gets up across the 30 to about the 33-yard line before he is stopped by Reyes and Reed once again.
Yeah, Reyes was in on the tackle. He shut down that end. Zacco tried to get outside. There was nothing there. Going to bring up a 3rd and 6 now for this South team. And, Bill Ferreter has handed off a couple times. They've got to be wary for the North defense that he decides to keep it here on 3rd down.
And this would be a big morale booster for the Titans if they can stop them 3 and out here. Double slot formation wide to the left. Zacco, the lone running back with Ferreter. Ferreter drops back to pass, looks a little flare pass to Zacco on the screen. He's across 35, 40, 45, breaks to the outside, cross midfield, 50. And down to the 49-yard line before he's finally wrapped up. John Leon Gosselin and Kendall Reyes wrap him up. But a big 3rd down screen pass goes into Titan territory to the 49, 1st down.
All those Bill Ferreter runs in the first half set that play up, Ed. That North defense was looking for him to keep it. They drop off a knife screen. Zacco had a huge hole. He gets up past the 50. A nice 3rd down play there. And Scott Knight and the offensive staff continue their great play calling here in this football game.
1st and 10, Panthers at the Titan 49. Again, the double slot formation. Zacco, the lone running back with Ferreter from the shotgun. Ferreter fakes the handoff on a keeper, and this time he is wrapped up by Gosselin.
Great play.
All the way
Great play.
back to the 45-yard line.
Oh, Gosselin, a great linebacker. He's aggressive, can carry the football, and that time he broke through virtually untouched, and he got Ferreter. Ferreter has not been tackling the backfield very often here. A big defensive play there for North, making a 4, almost a 5-yard loss.
So, big play by the senior for the Titans. It'll be a 2nd down now and 15. A light mist starting to fall here at Stellus. On the quarterback option, it is Ferreter, and he gets wrapped up again. This time it is Reed who's there to make the stop, and he'll bring up a 3rd and 15.
Reed in on the tackle. Filino was there as well. Filino, Reyes, and John Leon Gosselin are making plays here to start this 3rd quarter. Almost under 10 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Still 21-6 South, but another big 3rd down for this North defense.
Well, see if they can stop them here. And even though they weren't able to do it in the first 3rd down play a couple plays ago, if they do it here, this will give them a boost.
And 4 wide to get out of that shotgun for Ferreter.
3rd and 15. Ferreter steps back, pumps, fakes, fires it out over the middle. It's complete to Dan Feehan. Feehan down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And a 1st down.
A pump fake. He beat Petrozzani. Feehan, a great route that time, cut inside. Ferreter put it on the numbers and had that awkward throw earlier, that flutter ball that should have been intercepted. That was a great pass right in the numbers. A huge play, 1st down. South now inside that North 30 and driving again in this football game. 8:40 to play, 3rd quarter.
Double slot formation. Ferreter this time fakes the handoff. He keeps it, turns the corner, gets down inside the 25 to the 24 before Reyes brings him down from behind. But a pickup on the play of about 4-5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
And you can't help but just hold your breath if you're a South coach or a South fan right now, because you're right, Ed. The way that he carries that football, Ferreter looks like he's always going to lose it, but he's held on to it. No big fumbles here in this game, and Scott Knight just wants him to keep control of this football and don't turn it over. Your offense is driving again.
7:50 to go here in the third quarter. 21-6 score remains, but the Panthers threatening again. And this time it goes off to Drummond. Drummond breaks to the outside, 20, 15, down inside the 10, and down at the 9-yard line before he is stopped in there by Kyle Harvell.
North had to come out and make a stop here on third down. They had two opportunities, a third and short. They ran a nice screen, did South, and that third and long. Great play to the wide receiver, Fian. And now South once again inside the 10. First and goal for the Panthers, trying to go up here big. They already lead 21-6.
First and goal from the 9. From the shotgun, Ferreter calling signals. Ferreter already has 2 touchdowns. This time he hands it off to his fullback, Dilson Ramirez, and Ramirez cuts inside down to about the 5-yard line. It'll be a second down and goal.
They mark it just inside the 5, and that time first man through Ramirez. He got some yardage. They'll pick up a second and goal inside the 5, and this North defense needs to come up with a big stop here.
Panthers took the opening kickoff and have driven down the field. 2 big third down plays have got them to where they are. Second and goal from just inside the 5-yard line. Ferreter on a quarterback option. Looking, cuts inside of the 5, down to the 2, down to the 1, and he's in for his third touchdown of the afternoon, making it 27-6.
Well, he is running the option to perfection here this afternoon. North started to cheat over on the running back, expecting the pitch. He kept it. He snuck up inside the tackles for his touchdown, his third of the afternoon. 6:37 to play third quarter. 27-6 now South, and a couple of missed opportunities on third down for that North defense. When Jason Roby and company look back at the tape, they're going to see they had opportunities to force South into fourth downs, but they kept converting, and now with the extra point, 28-6 Nashua South.
Cam DeSaka puts it down and through, and it's a 28-6 ball game as the two teams come back upfield. We'll pause for this timeout.
Bill Ferreter, his third touchdown.
I'd like to recognize in the stands today, in attendance, Alderman McCarthy, Alderman Bolton.
So, Art, we won't have another 3-minute break until the end of the game, okay?
Taken by Nick Lequier, and he rambles out. Be good field position for North at about the 42.
Across the 40-yard line to about the 41 before he's stacked up. So North will start in good field position, but their inability on 2 critical third down plays to stop the Panthers has resulted in the Panthers taking a 28-6 lead.
And we need to give South some credit as well. Very well drawn up plays. This has been all day for this South coaching staff. The screen play to Zacco on that first third down, and then a beautiful post pattern by Fian. Ferreter hit him in the numbers, and they convert, and Ferreter gets his third touchdown to cap off a big drive here to open the third quarter.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Guest under the center calling signals, drops back to pass. Looking, fires it out there. The man is there, and this time it is overthrown. Intended again for number 3, Travis Oden, who is the man that caught that 72-yarder. And it'll bring up a second down and 10.
And that was a very similar play to that touchdown pass, and that time the coverage was there. Zacco was on him the entire way. The ball thrown a little bit. And it's gotten dark here along with the wind and rain. The clouds have certainly come in, and it's dark here at the field right now.
Well, they may have to
no lights on.
They may have to turn the lights on for the TV. 2nd and 10. Guest under the center calling signals. In motion now. Lequier. Back to pass again is Guest. He looks, fires it out on the flat. It's complete out here to Pettizzani. Pettizzani up to about the 45-yard line, and he is dropped there. Coming in to make the stop for South is number 60, and that is Nick Tognacci.
And that's going to be, looks like in the third quarter, and it's probably the entire second half, Ed. North going to throw the football. So Nick Guest going to get a lot of attempts. They'll throw long, they'll throw short, but if they're going to get back in this football game, it really relies on his arm and his receivers at this point.
It'll bring up a 3rd and 6 now for the Titans. Guest calling signals. Fires it out on the flat, complete to Reyes. Reyes turns the corner at the 45, fights his way up to midfield, and that's going to be it. As a nice open field tackle in there by Greg Ucks, and they'll bring up a 4th down and about 2.
At this point, isn't it always go for it on 4th down for the Titans? I mean, trailing 28-6, 5 and change to play third quarter. That's only the second time I've seen Reyes get the ball on the offensive side of it. Couldn't get the first down, but clearly an athlete that, you know, when he gets the football can do some things. And surprising, North has brought the punt formation on.
Well, they have tried to, obviously, they would be keen with Reyes, and they've tried to go to others, and it just does not work this morning. So maybe just go back to the guy that you know can do it. It's an end-over-end punt. Takes a bounce inside the 20, inside the 15, picked up by Zacco at the 10, and he is dropped and fumbled. The ball is loose. Scramble for it.
Like the Titans
and
have
I think the Titans, no. The Titans say they have it. The official says they don't. They're still fighting at the bottom of the pile. Coming up with it for the Titans is number 55. He gets up with the football, and that's Richard Jimenez, but the guy with the stripes makes the call.
Well, the ball was on the ground, and I guess they're going to assume South possession. 55 came up with it for North, but they're going to say Zacco was on it, and South's going to get the football. And once again, it's been the theme today, Ed. Every bounce, every break going the way of the Purple Panthers.
So they have it deep in their own territory at the 9-yard line with 4:45 remaining here in the third quarter. 28-6, the Panthers leading. Ferreter brings them up. And Ferreter on the quarterback option, cuts up inside. He gets to the foul, and another fumble, and another scramble. And this time the official says that the Titans have recovered, and they have.
What a hit by Reyes. And you said it early. Watch the football when Ferreter carries it. Reyes came from behind, a great hit, knocked the ball loose, and North getting their real first break of the football game, Ed. They're going to get the ball inside the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 North. They've got to get a touchdown here and match that earlier third quarter touchdown for South. But Kendall Reyes, a playmaker, he makes the key play, the key hit. Fumble, North recovers.
Looks like it was Sergei Filino, the man that came up with the football. So a big opportunity here, the first big break of the game for the Titans. Let's see if they can capitalize. They have it 1st down at the 12-yard line of South. Handoff goes to the second man, Marino. Marino cuts inside the 5, down inside, touchdown! It's all of a sudden it's a 28-12 ball game as the Titans come right back on the first play after recovering the fumble, and from 12 yards out, Marino takes it in, and we might have ourselves a ball game.
Counter right for Marino. He was part of the offense early, and a nice carry that time. He broke through some tackles late in the run to fall forward into the end zone. 28-12. You're going to see North go for 2 here. And if they can get Reyes matched up one-on-one with a short cornerback or a short defensive back for South, can throw it up to Reyes and have him make a play.
Well, within less than 2 minutes, the Titans have answered the score. Now we're going to have a motion penalty. The North was not set, and Guest went up and called for the football, and they weren't ready to go forward.
You know what? That's a good thing for Nashua North because I don't think they would have gotten that play anyway. They'll get another shot at it here and hopefully get more organized on this important 2-point conversion.
But they'll do it from a little further away this time with the mark off. The ball will be at the 8-yard line.
Reyes is filed out left here. Let's see if they try to throw it up to him on a jump ball situation. Great athlete.
In motion now, Reyes going to his right. Back to pass is a Guest. Guest going to hit from the blind side. He fires it up in the end zone. The man can't hold on to it. Intended for number 3, Travis Oden, and it was just over his outstretched arms. Goes for naught, but they come back upfield. The Panthers 28, the Titans 12. We'll be back after this timeout.
camera. Let me try to troubleshoot. All right, I fixed it. The reason why I was to switch it to us was because our wire got pulled out.
We'll see now if it's up across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. 4 is stacked up. Coming in to make the stop was John Leon Jocelyn for North. Pick up on the play of about 5. Call it 2nd down and 6.
And the clock ticking now, and South's offense can run the football and keep this North offense on the field. And their clock is their friend right now, leading by 16 with under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Very dark and overcast here as we look to
Let's go with the lights on here, Stello Stadium.
Saving money, Mike.
Okay.
2nd and 5. In motion now, Drummond. Ferreira fakes the handoff to Drummond, gives it to Zacco. Zacco dances his way up across the 40, down to about the 39-yard line. He'll be close to a first down.
Well, Zacco and Ferreira have used that play multiple times. Scott Knight going back to the well, going to it works, and Zacco has found holds all morning in that front group for Nashua North and continue to get big chunks of yardage with every carry.
They're going to bring the sticks in from the far sideline to measure. Tom King says it is a first down, and he is.
There you go.
He's right.
When Tom says, you got to listen.
First down at the 39 for the Panthers. 3.5 minutes to go here in the third. It's a 28-12 contest.
At some point, North has got to make a defensive stop. The one time they stopped South, they forced them to go for it on 4th down inside the red zone, incomplete pass. And, North has to get the football back. Their defense is going to have to make a play.
Ferreira calling signals, fakes the pitch, hands it off, pitch handoff, and goes straight up the middle with it across the 35 down to about the 34-yard line. Pick up on the play of 4, 2nd down 6.
And that South offense continues to run the football up the middle right now with Zacco and Ferreira. It's been a good spot all day. And North is going to either have to bring guys up, cheat up, lay off some of the receivers because they're getting spread out and they have huge gaping holes in that defensive line.
Second down and 6. Drummond goes in motion, and the handoff goes to Zacco, trying to turn the corner. He does. Down inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line, and he's stuck there. Reyes on the stop along with Lequier. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3 now for the Panthers.
And Zacco does a great job for a sophomore, Ed, to avoid that first hit and continue to stay on his feet and get positive yardage. Reyes in that time on the hit, but Zacco, a great job to turn a negative play into a positive. 3rd down, big 3rd down for the North defense.
This is deep enough, I'm sure, that they'd go for it on 4th, but there's a chance for the Titans to step up. Pass out on the flat, complete to Drummond. He does a little pirouette and avoids the hit and picks up the first down to the 26-yard line. He had dead to rights there, and he just did a little spin move and ducked under the defender. And it's good for a first down.
Ed, if you're at home eating turkey today watching college football and NFL football, you'll see that play where the receiver is so worried about making the play he drops the football. But Drummond got it in, made a great spin move, avoid the tackle, and he gets the first down. But they have the timeout on the field, and let's see. Gonna measure this? I think they're going to.
They haven't indicated where. The officials are having discussion. One of the officials coming over now to talk to Scott Knight. The referee is talking. One of the Titan players has his helmet off, whether it's for an equipment adjustment or not. That could be. They seem to be all huddled around there in the defensive secondary, and now we're set to go. It looks like it was minor equipment adjustment.
Well, they're actually resetting the clock. It said 1:50 to play here in the third quarter. They've reset it to 2:01, and they'll start it from there. By the time they get the playoff, it'll be 1:50 anyway.
That's right. 1st and 10. And the handoff goes to Zacco, straight up the middle, up the gut. He's going to go all the way down inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, Panthers.
Power, speed, what a run that time by Zacco.
Right up the gut. Great hole by that offensive line for the Panthers. And they'll have it 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
That play has been there since the game started just after 10 o'clock. North has not been able to stop that straight up the middle run, whether it's Ferreter or Zacco or Ramirez or Drummond, whoever it has been, they have not been able to stop it, and South is exploiting that early and often, about to win for their 5th touchdown of the afternoon.
They come up 1st and goal. Spread formation to the right. Ferreter hands it off, and this time running up the gut and into the end zone with it. Number 26, Ricardo Alicia, a junior running back, and he makes it 34-12 in favor of the Panthers.
And guess what? Right up the middle again, and North just not getting enough bodies up front. Give the South offensive line some credit, opening up some gaping holes, and 1:22 to play third quarter. 34-12 now at this point, South.
They'll go for the point after by kick. DeSico waiting for it. Ferreter will hold. The ball's down. The kick is up, and it is good. They come up back on upfield. 35 for the Panthers, 12 for the Titans, who will be back to Stellus after this timeout. Here in the third quarter, 35-12, the Panthers lead. And again, that unorthodox kickoff. It's a short kick taken by one of the up players for the Titans, and that is number 44, and that would be Sergei Filino. And he gets it back to about the 44-yard line, and that's where the Titans will go to work, trailing 35-12 with about a minute 15 remaining here in the third. Try to see if they can come back down. Last time they Panthers scored, North came right back and capitalized on a break, their first one of the day, when they recovered a fumble and scored within 2 minutes of that, but don't know if they've still got it.
Big hill to climb here for the Titans.
Play action pass by Guest, fires it out. It's intercepted by Ferreter, intended for Fian. And Ferreter intercepts at the 37-yard line, and I guess that answers that question. So the Panthers will take over. 1st down at their own 37-yard line.
3 touchdowns today for Ferreter. Some huge third down passes, one to Zacco, one to Fian, and now the interception. This kid having a heck of a Thanksgiving Day here in Nashua.
And it gets, getting very dark here now. And
you would think it's 6 o'clock at night looking at the field, not even noontime here yet, and no lights on at Stello Stadium as of yet.
1st down, their own 37. The handoff is fumbled, but Zacco got back on top of it. He'll lose some yardage, but he'll keep the football as it goes all the way back to the 34. A loss on a play of 4. It'll be 2nd and 14. And some of the crowd starting to make their way towards the exit as more and more umbrellas have come out. And this one about to be close to a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, under a minute to play third quarter, 35-12, and South with the football after the interception. A lot of fans getting home and get ready to start digging in for a big meal and a lot of NFL football this afternoon.
Ramirez goes in motion, and he gets the handoff, gets a nice kick-out block, and turns the corner up across the 40 to about the 39-yard line. A nice block by Drummond as he turned the defensive player in, and that allowed Ramirez to go around the corner. He picks up 6. It'll be second down now and 8.
Yeah, and a good job there, as you said. A good kick-out block, and they secured that end and able to get outside and not going to have to run a play here. They're going to end the third quarter 35-12. A lot of work to do if the Titans are going to get back in this football game with 12 minutes to play.
And we'll be back with the fourth and final quarter after this timeout.
Pallet tickets for two, I believe, to any event in the 2006-2007 season. That will go to the holder of gray tickets. Gray ticket 435204. If you have lucky winning tickets,
well, the final 12 minutes about to be recorded in this third Turkey Bowl between North and South, and the South club about to take number 3 and put it in the win column, and this will be back-to-back Turkey Bowl victories for South.
Yep, and it looks like, 12 minutes to play here. We don't want to say it's over quite yet, Ed, because it's never over until it is over, but it looks like once again the streak will continue where the team that wins in the regular season loses on Thanksgiving, and with this win today, if South can hold on, after 3 years of the series, we're tied 3 up and 3 up, so it's been competitive. I mean, maybe not a whole lot of emotion, as Tom King wrote today in the Telegraph, but it has been pretty, down the middle.
Ferriter on the quarterback keeper goes up the gut and goes nowhere, so it'll be a third down now and 8, and we'll see if the Panthers will punt this one away now. Luckwier dropping back, so it looks like they are going to kick it away.
And they announced the 50-50 and more fans leaving at this point, Ed, so people sticking around for that and now heading for the exits.
Ferriter standing inside his own 30 to kick it away. Luckwier is the lone safety for the Titans. It's a low bounce. Bounce is almost blocked, and not a little acting job by Ferriter, but the ref's not buying it. The ball bounces out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, so that's where the Titans will take over. First down and 10. Nick, Bill, if you're going to fall, don't look at the ref when you're falling. that gave it away.
Well, he certainly is a great athlete. I'm not sure if he'll be taking the stage anytime soon to put those acting lessons to work. But certainly if it wasn't a blocked or partially blocked punt, it was affected by the rush and the bad snap that time. And North going to get the football, their own 36-yard line, first and 10, 11-18 to play here in this football game. It's South leading pretty handedly here, 35-12. Their offense has been terrific all day. Great job by their offensive line clearing some big holes for Ferriter and Zacco to run.
And somebody must have paid the bill. The lights are coming on. First and 10, the old 35. Reyes goes in motion, and the handoff goes to Anthony Marino, who gets across the 40 to about the 41-42-yard line before he is stacked up.
An update from Gill Stadium, Ed, 21-14 Central on top of West in that Manchester Turkey Bowl game this morning.
Clock continues to run. Under 11 minutes to go here in the fourth and final period from Stella Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, 2006. Guest under the center, calling signals. Lone running back is Filano, and the handoff goes to Filano, and he goes nowhere, as stacking him up was Mike LaFavor.
And that time South wasn't buying the extra man coming through. Filano first guy, and he was hit and taken down. Really no gain. Brings up a third and short for this Nashua North offense. Almost under 10 minutes to play here in the fourth. They trail 35-12.
Well, the far stands, which are the Titan stands today, boy, those were full. and just a handful of folks left. And even the home stands in front of us have certainly thinned out since the rain has started up in earnest here. On a big third down play, the handoff goes to the man on the counter, and that is Marino. Marino's up across midfield, down into Panther territory to the 48-yard line, and that's going to be good for a Titan first down.
And a great story, Anthony Marino. He came in last year, great athlete for this North team. They asked him to play quarterback and did so very well early part of the season. And as it's sort of gotten a situation where not going to make the playoffs, they move Marino to running back as a senior. They move Nick Gueston, but he has been a nice part of Jason Roby's Titan team the last couple of seasons and a great team player.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Titans trying to come down and get a score. And again, they give it to Marino, and he powers his way off the left side down to about the 45. Pick up about 3, call it 2nd down and 7.
Now that power running game for North, their signature, and at this point they're getting back to North football, Ed, which is powering that ball up the middle. They've got themselves a situation down by so much they'd have to throw it to really sort of get back into it. But Jason Roby doing what North does best, running that football north and south up and down the football field.
And the rain is picking up in its intensity.
Steady rain now, but it held off for majority of the game. I think predictions were it was going to rain all morning, but usually weather predictions tend to be wrong.
Slot right formation. And the pitch back goes to Luquier, and he is just wrapped up for a loss back to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be now a 3rd and 10. Good penetration by the Panthers on that. And so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
They've had a tough time running outside today, as South has really gotten some nice penetration on those edges, and that time Lequier took the pitch, nowhere to go, sets up a 3rd and long for the North offense.
Big play here for the Titans to get some momentum and keep this drive going, and certainly they'd like to get another score. Reyes has not gotten into the end zone yet today. Back to pass. It's out to Luquier out on the flat, and just off his fingertips. He'd have probably had some running room there. He'd been able to haul it in, but instead it goes as an incompletion, brings up a 4th down, stops the clock with 8:03 to go here in the 4th period at Stella Stadium, Mudfield. The 2006 Turkey Bowl being heard on WGAM. The game's on us, 900 AM. And those of you at home who are watching us on Channel 99, happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for tuning in to the inaugural broadcast there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Nothing to lose at this point. Back to pass is Guest. He just gets out of the grasp, and it's thrown and almost intercepted. Big number 71 for the Panthers. That's Nick Hogan, one of the captains. He was in the right place at the right time and just couldn't contain the football as great pressure was put on. Guest did a good job to get away. One defender was on him before he could even backpedal. And it goes as an incompletion, and the Panthers will take over on downs.
He hadn't taken half a step back in his drop back when there was already a defender from South in the backfield. Great penetration once again. Really nothing you can do on 4th down. Guest trying to make a play, almost intercepted, but instead it is dropped, and South will take over anyway. Their own 48-yard line, 7:58 to play in the football game, leading 35-12.
Nathan Farrar, the center, is out over the ball. From the shotgun, Farrar on 1st and 10 at his own 48-yard line. Motion now, and they hand it off to the man who goes in motion, and that is Dominic Gerald, who tries to turn the corner, and Reyes drops him like a ton of bricks.
You mentioned Reyes has not gotten in the end zone today, but he has been a standout defensively. Some big hits, some big plays, and he is the one who knocked the ball loose from Bill Farrar, created that fumble that had North go in, their 2nd touchdown of this football game. He has been terrific defensively. Fillinau has been there, as has Gosselin, but not enough plays so far today by this North defense.
Gerald is a senior, so he's getting an opportunity to come in as Scott Knight trying to, I'm sure, get all his seniors into the game for at least a play to reward them for their participation in the program. From the shotgun, the handoff this time, it goes to Ramirez, and he gets across midfield down into Titan territory to about the 46-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4 now for the Panthers.
And a steady rain, as you said. Lights are on here at Stello Stadium, but certainly more than a drizzle. Rain developing here And right now for South, just hold on to that football, move the chains, move the clocks, and get out of here with a victory.
From the shotgun, Ferreter brings him up on the line of scrimmage. And it's given now to Ramirez again, and this time he is going to be hemmed in all the way back at the 48-yard line. He loses a couple, so it'll bring up a 4th down now and 6. And it looks like they're going to kick it away, and now an official timeout.
And Ramirez still down on the field at about the Nashua 48-yard line. Took a hard hit that time from a couple of different North defenders, and he is still down. The trainers will come out and take a look at him with 6:21 to play here in the 4th, and it'll bring up a 4th down for South. They'll likely punt the football, but right now the concern is the health of the running back there, Dilson Ramirez.
He's sitting up, and now he's helped up by the trainer, and he's going to come off on his own power.
And the South fans who are still here give him a nice hand.
So it'll be 4th down, so that'll mean Ferreter will stand back inside his own 40 to kick it away. Luquier is the deep man, and Reyes is up at about the 25. Luquier inside the 20, waiting for the snap. This time it's a good snap and a good boot by Ferreter. And Luquier decides to come after it and then backs off at the last minute, puts his hands up like, no, I didn't touch it, and the official's buying it. So the Titans will take it 1st down at their own 18-yard line with 6:08 to go here in the 4th quarter. Panthers leading 35-12 in Turkey Bowl 3.
And if you're a South Purple Panther fan, this really is a glimpse of the future with this offense. Ferreter, Ramirez, Drummond, Zacco, they will all be back next year, all underclassmen. The offensive line doing a great job here today. And, you know, if you're an opponent in Division I, you better get a copy of this tape, or I guess it's now DVDs, Ed. I already said it once today, Mr. King. We heard you at halftime. Tom King wanting credit for every line he said here today.
1st down for the Titans at their own 18. Handoff goes to the first man through, and that is the fullback, Filano, and Sergi gets up across the 20, pick up a 2, 2nd down and 8.
And content to run the football here as the clock winds down. Under 6 minutes to play in the football game, and North just got out to that tough start, had the blocked punt. They had a couple of fumbles in the first half, and you know the game started out, when you look back on it, gave you a glimpse of what was going to happen. The onside kick by South, they recovered it. Eventually North got it back, but just a slow first half, a slow start, put them in a big deficit here this morning.
2nd down and 8 from the 20-yard line. And the handoff comes to the second man through, and that is turning the corner, Marino. Marino gets up across the 25, up close to the 30-yard line. We'll see where they're going to mark him. And it's going to be good for a Titan 1st down.
Well, Marino again around that left edge, going forward and runs the football hard when he does get an opportunity, you know, to run it. And North is continuing to run the football here at their 30-yard line, approaching the 5-minute mark left in the ballgame.
Marino's a senior, and I'm sure he would have liked to have had a better fate today, but certainly he played an excellent game, did a good job. And it just wasn't to be the Titans' day. On 1st down, the pitch back goes to Marino again. Marino turns the corner up across the 40, and he'll have another 1st down before he's brought down. Coming up from the secondary was Zach Hopkins.
And chewing up big chunks of yardage here anytime Marino gets the football and moving the football for this North team.
Updated score from Manchester, 24-14 now. Central leading the West Blue Knights.
And some other great games going on this morning. Thanksgiving across New Hampshire. You've got Merrimack taking on Sauhegan of Amherst. Tingsboro, Massachusetts taking on Alvern. Some other great games across the Granite State in this great holiday.
And a new rivalry out on the Seacoast. Dover and Portsmouth meeting after about a 20-year break in that contest. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They fake the pitch, and the handoff goes to the inside runner, Reyes. Reyes stood up straight, gets a couple of yards, and then he is pushed back by a whole host of purple tacklers. And it'll bring up a 2nd down now and 8.
So 4 minutes to play, and the fate pretty much set here, Ed. And as you said before the ball game, if South was going to get a victory, they would lock up this series at 3 games apiece and also continue the trend of teams that win the regular season lose here on Thanksgiving.
And continue the trend of the home team in the Turkey Bowl being the victor. So a lot of trends, and I think this will set a record for the most points scored in Turkey Bowl.
Well, 35.
I believe. 47 points, I believe, will be a new record.
Well, 47 they scored back in that inaugural game, 33-14.
Oh, that's right. So we've tied it. So we got to get another score here. Now the ball is loose. Scramble for it, and it is picked up by the Panthers inside the 40-yard line as a good hit put on the ball carrier, and that was number 2 for the Titans, and that was Lequier, and it bounced around, and the Panthers fall on it at the 39-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10 with 3:24 to go.
And you can expect a lot of handoffs this time. Get some of the seniors in there for Scott Knight's ball club as they will run the football, leading by plenty of points, 3:24 to play, and their ball at the north 40-yard line. If you want that scoring record, South's going to have to go in and score a touchdown for you here, Ed. We have the Bill Ferreter out and new quarterback in there for the Panthers.
The new quarterback is number 10, Joe Cordero. And Cordero hands it off in there to Corey Boudreau, a sophomore. And Boudreau turns the corner and gets down to about the 37-yard line. So a lot of clean jerseys. Of course, there's no mud on this turf field, but a lot of clean jerseys into the game now for the Panthers. I want to point out, too, you may have seen where Alderman Jim Tollner auctioned off 4 seats and breakfast here in the press box. Well, he raised $150 for the Officer Miller Fund, and we thank Jim for that, and we thank the person who made the pledge.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Straight up the middle, a direct snap, and this time running with it was number Jimenez.
So you're seeing, we saw some youth in the starters for Nashua South, Ferreter, Drummond, Ramirez, and Zacco. We mentioned all going to be back next season. Even some of these backups come in, and there are some young guys. So there are a lot of young talent for Scott Knight to work with, and certainly a program that's going to get bigger and better. And I think it's a good stepping stone for them heading into 2007.
Clock continues to run, just about 2:10. 35-12, the score. Motion now. Snap back goes to number 10, the quarterback, and that is Cordero, and he hands off to Boudreau, who is the man in motion. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 4.
And certainly the time off affected these two teams differently, Ed, as we watch this game unfold. South came out very crisp. They ran their offense, looked like they used that time off and sort of perfected what they had and how they'd use it. For Nashua North, they came out slow, fumbled the football early, had a block punt. South, came out more crisp and got out early and held that lead throughout the afternoon.
Well, as you said, Scott Knight had told you that they wanted to play this game a week ago.
They were ready. They were ready.
He said last Saturday after the SAT testing, they had practice. The kids did not want to go home. They were ready last Saturday, and they actually had to crank them down a little bit. So.
Well, it was an impressive showing here today from the offense, and the defense did just enough. North's offense, had some troubles moving that football, and it'll be interesting to watch these teams as they head into that 4th year next year, how they compete in Division I with the Centrals and Pinkertons of New Hampshire football.
It's 4th and 9 because there was a penalty against the Panthers, and they try to run to the right-hand side, and the Titans quelch it. And they'll take over on downs, 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line with 1:07 remaining here in the ball game. The Purple Panthers en route to their back-to-back Turkey Bowls. They won last year.
They did. 20-6 was the final last week, and this will be the third game. They now will hold the edge in the Turkey Bowl games 2-1, and overall the series tied 3 games apiece. Now, did you bring an umbrella because you're going to go down to the field?
No, I did not bring an umbrella.
And present the Memorial Award, the Edward F. Leishus Award presented by the Leishus family for the city champion. Did you bring the umbrella? You have a nice raincoat on here.
I didn't bring the umbrella, but I'm going to tough it out.
Okay.
It's not going to be as bad as last year with the snow. And, of course, I was real hesitant going down last year because coming in last year, I did a little swan dive coming in. My feet just went out from under me.
I was not going to, yeah.
And so I was a little cautious, but I will go slow going down. But certainly there are still a few folks left who will be able to to see it in person, but many folks who hopefully went home and turned on Channel 99.
Or turned on Sports Radio WGAM, Ed, and you'll walk down there. I just want to thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your
Appreciate
family. And
the
it's
opportunity.
a pleasure to do these games with you on Thanksgiving, and you've had a great history with these games and with the sports and radio here in Nashua, and love the opportunity to work with you every Thanksgiving.
Well, I look forward to it, and I appreciate Tom Monahan and everybody at the station for allowing me to come out of retirement. To wrap things up here at Stella Stadium right after this timeout.
All right, and that's it from Soggy Stella Stadium. The final score being Nashua South Panthers 35 and Nashua North Titans 12. It's been a great game. We all played very hard. The band and color guard were great. We're wet and gotta get out of here. Thanks for joining us today. I just closed on my hand, my fingers touched.
I'd rather be in.